Yeah, she said start the music.
Do we stand up?
Get some pictures. Get your camera going.
Come off.
All right. Well, long time no see. Welcome to our wedding. Little housekeeping. Hopefully everybody's got their phone on silent. And, you know, if not, then I guess we'll throw it in the river if it goes off. No big deal. We're not going to have anything be super formal. I guess, Sandy, you're going to talk first. And then it'll be you guys. And then we're going to bless this here lemon tree. Which, wow, he's really looking handsome. So good job, babe. We can get started and, you know, get this ball rolling and then move on into the, you know, the booze part. So let's do it. Beautiful day today.
Are you all going to do your vows first, or am I speaking first?
Now people are speaking first and then we're going to do our thing.
So it's my turn?
Yeah.
All right. My baby boy. It's been such an adventure watching you grow into yourself. And after 40 years, finally, here we are sharing this magical time in this beautiful setting. In afterthought, it could have been not so great. Their first date was at the Botanical Gardens. You know,
I was going to say that.
some girls might have been turned off by that or just been bored, but it worked out perfectly. And from the beginning, your relationship has been rooted in growth, patience, and sharing your love for our natural world. Over the last several years, I have noticed how they have influenced each other. Nicholas has introduced Jay to horticulture, and Jay has taught him a new approach to food, and his culinary skills have improved drastically. Both of them being newbies to the state, they have obviously been discovering Colorado's beauty. Now I've learned that Jay loves bees, and Bee was my mom's maiden nickname, and I miss you, Mom. Jay has given my son a true sense of partnership, which is so important in a marriage. Please always be honest with each other because secrets are never good. And I'm so happy to meet Jay's family, Gail and Jim and Jeff, and Corby and Charlotte and Wyatt and Jennifer. I love you all so much. Today is especially emotional for me because Paul, who we miss terribly, passed away before he knew of your nuptials. But he would be so happy to know that you found the perfect person for you, who fits your unique personality. I hope you can enjoy each other as long as we did. If you continue to nurture each other the way you already have, your lives will flourish. You'll be filled with love and adventure and laughter and compassion, surrounded by friends and family and animals, plants, and bees. Much love and welcome, Jay, and all of you to our family. May your love stay as strong as titanium and as you carve out your lives together. Love you both.
Do we stand over there?
I'm staying somewhere.
By myself? You gotta get up. I can't do this by myself. All right. Ours is a little different. Okay, is this on?
Yeah.
I have to say this brings back a lot of memories for me because I too got someone to make my dress and I picked it out And I too wore flowers in my hair, but they were daisies. So I just think it's kind of interesting that we actually pick similar kind of themes. Are you all familiar with the movie, what's the movie? Interstellar? Everybody know that movie? Well, that's something I keep coming back to. Every so many often I want to watch Interstellar. And it's kind of that funky thing where you don't know if it's sci-fi, you don't know what it's apocalyptic, but it's really a cocoon of all those things wrapped up in something that we call love. And it's kind of complex. And the reason why I watched the movie is because of the quote from Anne Hathaway playing the character Brand in the movie. She says, "Love isn't something we invented. It's observable, powerful. Love is the one thing we're capable of perceiving that transcends the dimensions of time and space." So when I think of two people like yourselves starting out, committing to a life partnership, to me, the ground well, the foundation of that relationship is love. This kind of transcendent love. So I'm hoping, and I wish for you, a long, healthy, and blessed partnership. I want you to always find your home in each other, like gravity, and experience a love that transcends time and space. Because when you have that, you want everybody to have it, because it feels so good. And Mama wants that for her baby girl. And I am so grateful, as Sandy said, that you found each other, because you really seem to belong to each other. You found your soulmate. And I also am so happy to have an extended family. It's so nice to have another family that we're a part of. So I'm going to turn it over to your dad.
Okay. First thing I want to do is give a shout out to Nick.
I'll get down.
Yeah, I'm going to give a shout out to Nick because my daughter announced she was bringing this guy 2,000 miles to meet us. My first thought, from the front of my mind was, I'm going to be open and accepting, as long as he's not beating her up right in front of me or something. And meanwhile, in the back of my mind, and Corbett, you may have this experience later yourself. In the back of my mind, I'm thinking, I hope he's not some pirate straight off the reprobate, straight off the pirate ship that wears a patch just for fashion, and carries a hook in his back pocket. And but as soon as we met him, we were into this. Sandy, he graduated and said, "That's what I'm talking about territory." Okay, this is the guy we wanted for Jessica. Okay, this is we found out in that week that he was with us. Okay, this is a smart person. He's conscientious, calm. He's got that deep wisdom, it seems to us, that comes from being an old soul. Okay, and but the most important thing, to me at least, was the kindness, the compassion, and the gentleness with others. And those are the things I respect the absolute most of anything else. And then I'm going to elaborate a bit on what Gail was saying, and as it relates to marriage, okay, about love. I heard decades ago, I read this near-death experience, and I'm not going to say whether it was real or not, but it kind of resonated with me, where this guy had a near-death experience and met the white light that talked to him, and the white light wasn't interested in his career, was not interested that much in how much he made or what the latest promotion was, or even his inventions and all of that. But the only two things asked were, what did you learn and who did you love? Okay, and that really resonated, and I've kind of seen that with others as we go along. And my theory on love is it's a creation. It's not an event, and it's not an emotion. The emotion is just a symptom of that. Okay, but it's a symptom of this creation, and it's an ongoing creation. And I used to think of it in terms of a painting. That's kind of the way I think of it with Gail and I, and or sculpture with other people. But in this case, I think I'm going to describe it more as a garden. Okay, the two of you together, okay, make a unique creation. You'll make something beautiful by yourselves, but together you're going to weave a garden, I believe, in your marriage that'll be a place of solace for others and yourself. There'll be an inspiration for others, that it'll be at some point a beautiful symphony of colors and complementary effects. And it'll be a place where just being around you guys, I believe, is going to bring peace. When people see what your relationship is and use that for inspiration. Because I believe the two of you are the type of people that's where you're headed. Okay, I really do. I'm not going to say that there won't be challenges. There's going to be, when you grow that garden, there's going to be, there's going to be droughts, there's going to be diseases, there's going to be storms, okay? And there's going to be critters above and below that'll try to eat the roots out of your creation, and will try to eat the flowers from the top, okay? But you're going to weather all of that. And as you do that, I believe your love will grow deeper, and I believe that doing it together and creating this thing together, weathering the storm together, is going to lead you to a place that is just going to be an inspiration to others. Love is everything we do, to be honest, is not an event just solitary. It's like a ripple in the water, and it spreads its effects to others. If you make a rude comment or you try to cheer somebody up, that affects not only yourself and them, but it affects the people they talk to and the people they know. And I believe it affects the world, okay, with that. And I'm going to tell you, my advice is grow your own garden and grow it the way you want to. Okay, don't let other people tell you, don't listen to others who are just projecting what they think you ought to do. Listen to your heart and see with your eyes the reality of the other person in front of you, and do what you're going to know needs to be done, and follow that and do your own creation that'll be for the rest of us. And so I'm grateful. I was told at the beginning of my marriage, well, marriage has stages, and maybe you guys have read all this stuff. First you get the romantic part, and then you get the honeymoon, and, a couple of years later, you're like, what? And then you get, the respect, and if you're lucky, you can grow old as friends, okay? But I believe you'll do it the way you want to. I was told that myself, but the truth is, I love this woman 53 years ago when I married her, and I love her more today than I did then. And every morning I wake up and I fall in love with her all over. And I believe that's where you guys can go, and I believe that's where you will go.
Transcends time and space.
Yay! That was very sweet. Are we just using this one? Okay.
Turn that on.
Can't get it back.
Hiding behind the tree.
You mustn't. First.
Yeah, sure. Beautiful words. Thank you all so much. I don't think that I could ever get Jay to do this according to other people's wishes, even if I tried to. So that'll never happen. Thank you all so much for coming. You all are, the most important people in our lives, by and large. So super thankful for you all to be here. Also thinking about the people that couldn't be here. Um, so thank you for the kind words on that. From the moment that my beautiful, breathtaking bride came into my life, I had a feeling that something had changed. And it wasn't long after we started dating that I would tell anybody that would listen that I thought she'd be around for a while. And it ended up being more true than I necessarily even realized in that moment. You're the best thing that's ever happened to me. You're the luckiest break that I feel like I ever got. And I feel incredibly lucky to have met you. It's fitting, I guess, that we ended up with this tree here, since botanical interests are such a clear part of our lives at this point. But it did seem like a fitting symbol for the moment. It's a relationship that's built on healthy roots, and I vow to always give you a environment to flourish in and the support that you need to be your best. And incredibly excited to add this new branch to the family tree. So just can't wait to spend my life with you.
Well, I guess it's my turn. Like Sandy said, our first date was at the Botanic Gardens, but I did not know it was a date until about 9 hours in. I wasn't so sure if this was just a friendly visit to go see a bunch of pretty flowers or what, until you kiss me. And then that date lasted for, I think it was somewhere in the ballpark of like 17 or 18 hours. Best first date of my life. And I remember it was just right away for me. We were awake all night. It was like 9 o'clock in the morning. You were out in the kitchen watering your plants. And I don't know if you guys, remember his old house and honestly our current house. There are plants absolutely circling everything and everywhere. And the light was coming in from behind his head, and he was sitting there amongst all of his flowers, just awash in green. And then his cat, Chooch, jumped over and landed on his shoulders. And he just had this cat hanging across his shoulders with the most charming, light lit look in his eyes that I could, first of all, see that this man is a druid and he has magical powers. And the second thing was, I want to be that cat. I want to be tended and gardened and, given all of the nutrients that I need to thrive, just like he does for every other living thing that he encounters inside of his life. And 2 weeks after that, I bought not this dress, but a dress that I could have married you in just in case, which I knew at the time was nuts. But I figured if it wasn't literally a wedding dress, then I had plausible deniability of it's okay to just own a white dress. But what if, what if he asked me to go to Vegas tomorrow? Obviously, I have to have something to wear because the question isn't is it yes or no, but what do I need to wear to this, essentially. I knew that just immediately. And at the time, like I said, I thought I was nuts, but the longer that it's been, the more clear it's become that actually I was right all along. I've never changed my mind. There's never been any question about that at any point. We've gone through some hard things together, and the one thing that's always been very clear is that you're the one for me. And so, like I said, I want to be gardened by the Green Man for forever and ever, please. And so with that, we're going to symbolically water our family lemon tree because when life gives you lemons, celebrate. You've been trying to grow lemons for the last 5 years and now it's finally happening. So I also wanted to point out we have these cards hanging from this. I'm hoping that throughout the course of the evening, everybody can take a card, write a little message, you know, a date night idea, whatever you want to in there, and write your name on it, and then just hang it back up. And we'll, you know, read your messages on our lemon tree throughout our honeymoon next week. So real quick, let's have a moment of silence to listen to our mother water, the Colorado River, in whom strong magical powers reside. Love that. I just love that. I don't know about you guys. That's my favorite sound on the planet. And is this her?
Yep.
Okay. He came out here earlier and collected us, wow, a carafe of Colorado River water to pour in here. And I wasn't expecting this to be so crystal clear. I thought there would at least be some moss in it, but no. The goddess of the river said, actually, I'm just going to go ahead and do you a solid and make this all as beautiful as it could possibly be. So we'll pour it strong. Make sure that our family tree is always laden with, you know, the most amazing, thematic, wonderful waters. Is there a bee flying around my head? Oh man, I wish there was. If only. Did you get yours too?
Yep.
Okay, let's do rings now. The tree watering was the part of our ceremony, but we also have rings. It's not that small.
It's never coming off. That's the idea.
I love you, and I always have. Just ever since I laid eyes on you and got a good look into your eyes for the first time, that's all I needed, and I've never been unsure at any point. So, kiss me and say I'm your wife. Hit it, DJ!